Alright, welcome back into part 6 of this Let's Play Ghostbusters, the video game, remastered version. So we are at the museum area. So we have rescued Alicia. So now we are going down these stairs at the museum. So...
You left a trail. This way.
Explore the tunnel network beneath the museum.
Saying, but this is very strange.
Well, that is your conversation starter. What's strange?
This tunnel network, what could it possibly have been built for?
Alright, if I can remember correctly, we need to go over here. We do see the blue lights from these tunnels. So let's follow that.
So it's not steam, it's not Morlocks, but there's plenty of ghosts.
You're right about that. There's more consistent accelerated PKE blowing through here than I've
That
ever
is-
seen. But this is not the origin point. This is just a conduit.
Look at the trail. The chairman went that way. He's running down this tunnel.
Alright, let's follow Egon. Ooh, I remember this area. This area is the coolest area in the game. So, I really like this area.
Where does it lead? Does it feel weird in here to you guys? Like familiar weird?
It's weird. You never visit this area in the movies.
There's got to be another way around this. The trail leads to this sealed door, then stops. And I do not want this jerkball to get away again.
Alright, let's see if we can scan something. Alright. Let's try this.
Oh, that's a little rubbish. What'd you have against that wall?
Alright. Let's follow the tunnel.
So far, not too shabby.
Egon, I think this is as good a time as any to install a new CPS. The Meson Collider is extremely precise and deals a lot of damage, but takes a while to recharge. The overload pulse disperses a rapid burst of Meson particles.
Where are we going?
Fire each of them independently. They both work great. But you can also use them in tandem. Paint a target using the Meson Collider. After you've acquired the target, all expulsions from the overload pulse will home in on that target.
Alright. Part 4. Alright, we can't... I think we need to go this way. Alright, let's go. I think the graveyard area is after this mission.
Oh my, so much black slime.
If I can remember.
It just seems
But
like a lot because it's alive.
The column, it's flowing upwards.
If you see a big yellow eye in there, poke it with something.
No yellow eye, Ray.
Maybe it already went up there.
Well, that doesn't seem...
Is it my turn to lead? I don't want to jump in front.
I don't see.
Ready to get what's coming to you?
I don't see I don't see nothing. There you are.
Kidnapping is a Class 1 felony, and we do not tolerate it in our jurisdiction. Get him!
Alright, but how?
It's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
Where are you? Defeat the... Alright, so we... Now I know what to do.
The strength is failing.
We need to close these portals. So...
To the right.
Huh? Where are you? Alright.
Aim for the big yellow eye.
Yeah. Oh, more zombies.
Stay on it.
Where are you? Where are the big guy? The big guy, where are you? There you are.
Hit me.
Sorry. Ouch. That hurts.
That's trouble.
Alright, R.
Great. Fine.
Alright, let's cover this portal up.
Don't stop.
Just trying a new angle.
My English is not the best when I trying to talk fast. Where are you? We need to crush the stream someday.
Hit the eye with everything you've got.
R. Alright. Nice and easy.
Multiple contacts.
Give him the what for. Scan him. He's not the guy.
Aim high.
Ouch.
It's on your left.
Get out of here.
Ow. Blue ghosts. Alright, R.
More.
Ow! That was ow there.
I didn't do anything to you guys. There you are.
Nice work.
That's how it's done.
Oh yeah.
I should have shuttered you fraudulent gangsters forever when I had the chance. You know what? I'm going to put an end to this madness now. Right now. I'm shutting down your containment grid for good. You can kiss off a permanent license, not to mention any chance for more government contracts. You did this to me. And you're going to pay.
You're welcome, you peck.
All right, that's it. That's it. You're done, smart guys. You are done, smart, cool guys. I have the authority, and I'm shutting you and your phony containment grid down.
He is
The whole city
possessed.
will have to pay because of your shenanigans. The whole city.
What? But that shuts you down too.
Well, so be it. I have bigger fish to fry. And get him off me!
Alright, let's skip that.
You're real heroes.
Kind of routine. As usual, I led the charge.
We're fired heroes. Peck's gonna pull our license.
Well, get real, Ray. It's the holidays. Nobody in this town's going to be around to pull our license till Monday. We got the whole weekend to stop this calamity and probably half a dozen others. Save the city.
What do we need to do
Time
now?
left for ourselves.
Dr. Vinkman, if they start evacuating Manhattan, I won't be coming in on Monday. Catastrophic exodus of the city does not count
wow.
as a floating holiday. I know.
Look at that tablet. It's nice. Find Ray and Egon. Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. Rest in peace, Harold. Let's play some pool. It should be fun. Nothing. Whee! That was fun. Where did Egon and Ray go? Where are those guys? In here? Maybe? Nope. No, it's not time for some napping. Are they in the basement? Nope. They're not here. So where are those guys? Alright. I didn't see them there.
Mean?
Guys. Perfect fit.
It's not a constellation. It's a mandala.
I can't believe I never
Mandala
saw it
effect.
Okay, for 1 minute, pretend someone here doesn't know what a mandala is.
A mandala is like a spiritual labyrinth.
And this one looks like a spiraling system that feeds into each successive node along the line until it reaches a culmination point. Before he died, Shandor must have set some mechanism in place, similar to the antenna in Dana's building.
You know, I think you helped to make that clear. So this was the gizmo that's supposed to feed energy to the destructive form?
That's right, Peter!
Well, Dr. Venkman.
Well, I had to get one right eventually, didn't I? I mean, it's just math.
Or I'm just speculating, but it's possible that ghosts are trapped in the system, funneled from node to node, and they get stronger and stronger until they reach the end, and then they...
Look, the first portal, the library. The second, the museum. And the third, the Sedgwick.
And that means the fourth portal must be right here.
The middle of the Hudson River?
Well, according to the mandala, yes.
It may need a little tweaking.
I don't know. Plenty of bodies in that river. Could become ghosts.
But what does this have to do with me? What did I do?
You were at the museum and the Sedgwick.
Maybe you were some sort of catalyst, accidentally setting things in motion.
You're saying this is my fault?
You are blameless. What Egon meant to say was that you have some sort of connection to this thing, and we're going to go back to the Sedgwick and find out what. Isn't that right, Brainiac?
That's right, Peter.
Alyssa, do you remember where you were going when you were at the Sedgwick?
I was standing outside a room, 1221. Something was compelling me to go in, but I woke up just before the door opened. I ran out of there as fast as I could. And then some jerk tried to pick me up on the elevator.
Okay, you need to stay here where it's safe and where you can't set off any more cross-dimensional shockwaves, hot stuff. Here, read up on the mandala and the boys will check out the Sedgwick.
The boys. And what about you, superstar?
I'm gonna have you drop me off near Peck's office. Something tells me he's not quite what he seems.
Good idea. Meet us at the hotel when you're done.
Alright, let's go. To the next area. I really need to stretch.
Whoa. If this place were any more dead, we need a coroner.
Egon used to be a licensed coroner.
No kidding.
It's just a hobby now.
Closed until further notice by the Paranormal Contracts Oversight Commission.
Peacock.
Entrance into this establishment is strictly forbidden and is punishable by fine and imprisonment.
What now?
This notice is...
Alright, let's skip that too.
This is disappointing.
No. Disappointing is the Jets losing in the last 2 minutes. Not being covered in slime by phantom ghouls out to kill us doesn't exactly make me reach for a hanky. Why they shut down? You guys didn't bang the place up that bad last time you were here.
If this place is a Mandala node, a few burnt walls and broken ceilings are the last thing that anybody's...
And smashed furniture, broken chandeliers, destroyed paintings, shattered vases, probably some minor structural damage.
Thanks, Egon. My point being that there's more to worry about here than some minor cosmetic issues.
Definitely a mandala node.
If we don't shut down Shandor's Mandala soon, most of Manhattan will become as vacant as this. Not to mention also becoming a bastion of absolute mind-numbing horror for centuries to come.
Hey, I definitely
Getting
don't allow
tired.
$2,000 a month for a 600 square foot walk up to live in a bastion. Let's get to work.
Locate the Hotel Mandala node. Alright.
It's an ambush. Get 'em hot.
Wait a minute, wait. I don't think they're a threat. They may only be residual hauntings.
I think Ray is right. They haven't crossed entirely into this dimension. They're just psychokinetic echoes, ghosts of ghosts, completely harmless.
Great.
Ghost
I was
of
hoping to meet a
Ghosts.
friendly ghost someday, but I'll settle for harmless right now.
We're getting a strong valence spike higher up in the building.
Alyssa said she was called to the 12th floor. Let's start there.
Oh, now I remember. This is the spider area. Oh,
Come on, let's go!
I don't hate spiders, but I don't like them. They are creepy and nasty little ones.
Nothing.
They'd have shut down the power when they closed.
If I can remember correctly.
Well, we can try climbing, but the last time
I don't
we were here,
wanna-
the level 3 animator took out the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you weren't here last time, Winston. So no stairs, no...
Say something in
Did you hear something?
Over there. Come on.
first. I don't want to say something too soon.
I think we're dealing with a level 5 anchored ambusher. Be careful.
It went into the stairwell. We've got it cornered.
This is just how a level 5 anchored ambusher lures you in.
Alright.
The manager? What are you doing here?
Ghosts.
No ghosts.
Monsters. Everywhere.
There was another voice. A woman screamed. Are you alone in here?
Look, I just said ghosts and monsters everywhere. Does that sound like I'm alone?
He meant people.
Then yes. I think so.
Well, I guess that explains it.
Well, sir, there's no need to fear. These are just shadows, echoes.
He
of
screams like a
ghosts. They
ghost.
can't hurt you.
Come with us, sir.
But-
We can lead you to safety.
He screams like a girl, not a ghost. I don't hear a ghost scream. If a ghost can scream, that is. I want to hear it. Yeah. I remember now. That spider lady.
My God.
Someone you know?
I don't know. Most of the old staff knows the story of the Spider Witch. A professional
Spider
widow
Witch.
who did unimaginable things in a room on the 12th
I had it right.
floor back in the
This is the
1920s.
spider area. The Spider Hotel.
What are you still doing here? Why didn't you evacuate with everyone else?
I came back last night to retrieve some payroll records, but the hotel won't let me out. The door's shut on me, and the phones are down too.
That means we're trapped now too. And we have to hope that Peter figures out we're missing. There goes a weekend.
Not necessarily. The 12th floor is apparently the core of this node. If we can get the power back on, we can take the elevators.
If the elevators don't eat us.
The ghosts are talking.
Yes, if the elevators don't eat us.
Where are the circuit breakers for this place? We don't have a lot of time.
Breakers. In my office. But
We
the
can't
city
scan
cannot turn
them.
off most of our power after the electrical fire on the 3rd floor. There's no way to turn it back on from here.
That's inconvenient.
We've got to find some way to get the elevators moving.
There's a backup generator in the utility room, off the kitchen. It's for emergency blackouts.
Perfect. Let's give it a try. To the kitchen.
Alright. Find a backup generator. Let's do that.
Watch out!
Whoa!
Hold on! Could be trouble. Right in the breadbasket. Same team. Wow.
Alright, skeleton ghosts. Ow, ow, ow!
Behind you.
Gotta move!
These skeletons are creepy.
I guess some of them apparently fulminate to this planet. Doesn't seem like they're happy.
Right.
Hmm?
Now, let's find that backup generator.
The kitchen. Is it through here?
Yes, just down the hall.
I keep going. I'm a... He fainted. Screams like a girl.
Hello? Anyone there?
Right, guys, spread out. The utility room should be around here somewhere.
In some dark, scary corner.
I know I've said this before, but be careful. I don't think we're alone.
Something over here. Huh? Ah, thank you. Another collection.
Move that out of here!
Alright, slime time.
This place is wrecked. Did you and Beekman do all this when you were chasing slime?
No, this is a lot worse than they left it. This is the work of something big.
When you say big, do you mean big, big?
Mm-hmm. At the very least. Maybe even bigger.
That sounds pretty big. The manager said there was a generator room around here somewhere. Look for a door.
This door over here.
Has to be around here somewhere. Keep an eye out for a sign.
Generator room.
Look! Cadet found the emergency generator.
Look around for a switch or something to start it up.
What's it look like?
Probably like a switch,
Ooh.
or something that would start up a generator.
Right, Ethan, but you should know I'm keeping score.
What did I say?
There's a lot of water on the floor. Watch out for static discharge when you activate the generator.
This is the generator.
Electrocuted after the power's back on?
Ah, sweet music.
Ooh.
Recommend not stepping in that water.
That sounds like an excellent recommendation.
Looks like that power cable is causing all this trouble.
Get it out of the water then.
Uh,
Trapped down here like rats until that cable's out of the water.
How about some slime tethering?
Alright, let's see if we can. There we go. Nice. I think, yeah, the coast is clear.
Tether it up.
No. Now?
Come on, kid.
The elevators should be working, unless something... Never mind, let's get back to the lobby.
There we go. The generator is on.
Listen. What's that smell?
Over there. Come on.
Oops. Wrong button.
Look out, it's the late shift.
Yeah, but this is just a help. Where's the boss? I can't believe
Alright,
I just said
close
boss.
that.
I know that guy. It's the masked poisoner, Chef DeForest. So nobody eat anything in here, even if you're really hungry.
I'm about to swallow my own tongue, Ray. Will that be okay?
Ouch. Ow. What the? Ow, ow.
Scan it for the spirit guy.
Alright, let's trap this ghost.
Give it to him!
Let's reel it in.
Ouch. What the?
Yes!
Thank you.
Get out of here! Ow! Doug!
Ow, ow.
Hey, more trouble!
Oh! Man! Whoa.
Look out! Above you!
Oh! Man! Oh! Look out, on your left.
Easy there! Almost across the stream.
Sorry for I am quiet. I say that every time, but
Look behind you.
ouch.
Here.
I am concentrating on this game. Ouch.
Look out! Above you!
That was close.
Ow, ow. Alright, let's see if we can...
Lay it out! They're bringing some thunder! You got it!
Ah, let's trap this bad guy. Ow! What the?
Incoming!
Aim high.
Damn!
What?
Oh! Stand
Right.
clear! Stand clear!
It's a whole swarm.
Whew. That's gonna prove!
Can we...
Find some cover!
All right, capture me back, please.
Right, let's capture some ghosts.
Coming!
Ow, ow.
Look out! Above you!
There you are.
Bring him in! Find some cover!
Right.
You play hardball, Russ.
All right. This kitchen
Thank
is
you.
clean. Let's get back to the elevators.
Right. You're down. Now we're heading for the elevator. So we can capture this spider witch. Ghost witch.
Thank God you're here.
Hello.
Okay, it looks like the psychomass has come to rest about 190 feet above our heads.
The 13th floor.
This hotel has no 13th floor. None of the grand old hotels do.
Man's got a strong argument.
We'll split the difference. Egon, you and the Tenderfoot go to the 12th floor. Winston and I will check out the 14th. Sir, if you'll please come with us.
Fine, but stay in contact. This place is extraordinarily dangerous.
Oh yes. It's true. It's a dangerous area. Can I scan something? Something is here. Alright. Where it is? Alright. Let's move on. Bing.
Well, let's see what's on the 12th floor.
Hello, Egon. Right. You can't close the door with the air.
mandala node.
You mean, why do we keep seeing new ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay. Think of the mandala as a city bus line. At the bus station, ghosts or waiting passengers are drawn into the system here and trapped. This concentrates their PK energy, which is then eventually forced through to the next node or station, and so on until it all ends at a final terminus. At each successive bus station, the station manager absorbs some of the energy. This makes the station manager, or node guardian, stronger so that it can keep the ghosts in line and destroy anyone who comes to the station to interfere with the flow. These nodes, or bus stations, gather the power used to feed a central point, thus creating a much bigger threat to our world. Does that make more sense now?
ETTC, Totally Trapped Transit Company.
Yeah, you were going strong right up until the passengers got trapped inside the bus station.
When is my performance review again? I deserve more stock options.
That is good explanation.
Full of surprises.
Haha.
After you, my dear.
Well, that was terrifying. Be extremely careful. This is likely to be a point of dangerous concentration.
That is correct.
Odd. It's coming from everywhere and nowhere. Impossible to get a significant fix. Ray, come in. Are you there?
Egon, what happened? We lost you for a minute there.
We had a close contact.
I've got some more information on the Spider Witch ghost. Manager says authorities never found her, but
The bodies were hung from the ceiling. They were drained of blood and dragged around.
he says the victims were found in a pretty bad state.
The walls were painted in blood. Furniture was half chewed and crushed and piled in a corner like a giant
Alright,
nest.
wrong way.
She seems to have vandalized the room badly too.
I don't want to be hung from a ceiling and drained of blood.
I'll tell you this much, I do not want to be found in a bad state or vandalized.
I think that
True.
sentiment is unanimous.
Me neither. I don't want to be drained out of blood.
Okay, Ray, come in.
Yeah, what's up?
What was the Spider Witch's room number?
1221. After her spree, it was locked up. Until about 5 years ago when we remodeled.
Hear that? Room 1221. I think that... Hey!
Come on.
Well, 21. Alright. Like I said, spider area.
We're not alone in here.
Spiders give me the creeps. Ugh. Yeah. I don't like spiders. Ugly little bastards. Ouch!
Spirits to me. They love me. They make me strong.
This floor is undergoing significant metamorphosis. Ghost World is aggressively encroaching on ours. It's not even utilizing a portal. This is very bad.
Alright, let's follow Egon. Ooh, this area looks very creepy.
We hardly know each other. Oh, What are you? No! Help! No, please.
It's the Ghost World crossing through, happening sooner than we expected. It looks like this is where the node is focused. We could use some help. Ray, are you there? Come in, Ray.
Don't
Looks like
trust
it's up to
a
us. Let's
stranger,
find 1221 and finish this.
no matter who it is. Lots of spiders. It's kind of cozy area, but if I was inside of this area in the real life, but I probably wanna die of heart attack. Hold up. timer.
12:20, 12:22. No, 12:21. Where is it? 12:21 has to be here. Hit it with slime!
There it is.
It was here all along. Well, this looks inviting.
Kinda cozy, but not in real life.
I don't like the look of this, but we've run out of options.
Come to me, little.
I don't want to be in there in real life, but it's a creepy area. It's not cozy in a good way. If I see a little spider beside me, I'm probably running away. Spiders are not good. But alright, I'm doing a cliffhanger right here, so yeah. We taking down the spider witch in the next episode, so yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I see you in the next video. So goodbye, everyone.